What is going on, everyone? In this video, we're gonna talk about whether if Eula banner is worth it or not. Well, I mean, if you're going for Eula, I would like to tell you what would be good and what would be bad. Alright, so we have a banner coming up with Eula, Xingqiu, Xinya, and Vado. So, I already did a preview video on whether if Eula is gonna be worth it or not. I would say she got a lot of the Ganyu treatment. That means, although it's physical, not the trend of the game, but she would have a high multiplier. That means, whether if you want it or not, if you have one, she's gonna be very powerful. But she's gonna be greedy after she uses the ult, right? So anyways, if you're wondering about Eula, you can kinda click that one on the top right corner to find out if Eula is worth it or not. So let's move on to Xinya, Vado, and Xingqiu. Are they worth it? Xingqiu. If you want to know more about Xingqiu, you can click that link. Okay? Xingqiu is really good. What more can I say about him, right? I would dare to say that Xingqiu is one of the best character along with Bennett. You can also refer to my tier list video if you're wondering about what I think about characters. But Xingqiu, pretty much, after he uses ult, oh my god. For those of you who doesn't know, you would want to use Sacrificial Sword. And for artifacts, I'm going for 2-piece Hydro, 2-piece Noblesse, so that he's gonna be doing a lot of damage with his Q, because that's what he's good for. He also has a high multiplier for his E. That means when you're using him on the field, he's gonna be doing some surprising amount of damage with his E. And with the Sacrificial Sword, you should be able to use E twice, and that's gonna be very great. And for just in case you don't know how to build him, you would want to concentrate on critical rate, critical damage. Elemental Mastery would be good. If you don't have EM Sands, you can also go for Attack Sands. That is totally fine. And Energy Recharge, that's gonna be covered by your Sacrificial Sword, so that is always good. And then Hydro Damage Bonus Goblet, and that's it. You would want to go for E and Q, not for your auto attack. Moving on to Xinya. She's also a physical damage DPS. I would say the pyro version of Eula, but also 4-star. And her performance, I wouldn't say it's that great. Like, pyro for physical DPS wasn't that great. But if you do have Skyward Pride, then you can refer to one of the Xinya video that I did with OK Code. He mained Xinya with Skyward Pride, and he does a lot of damage. So because I don't encourage you to use Xinya, I'm not gonna tell you about the builds. But if anything, you can go for physical DPS set, yeah? And that's all I would say. And Skyward Pride for her weapon. And let's move on to Vado. I would say among the 3 characters, it is most controversial because there would be people saying that Vado is good. A lot of people would also say Vado sucks. Well, let me explain a little bit more about Vado because I didn't really include this in my tier list. For those of you who used Vado, you would understand her weakness. Her weakness is the energy recharge. No matter how much energy charge you give her, right? It's gonna be very hard for you to get a lot of energies because your E cooldown is 7.5 seconds and that is just not good enough. So what people did was they lowered her attack and gave her like an energy recharge sands. If that happens, right, her Q damage will drop drastically. So although she's kind of like a electro damage support, you would probably do less damage than what you think. You'd end up thinking that, oh, maybe I should use like Xingqiu. Because Xingqiu can have almost 100% Q uptime, right? Because you can always get your energies back by spamming his E twice. But Vado, she can't do that. So what other people do when they have to use Vado is that they include another electro character such as Fischl. So I'm thinking, wait, you want to use Vado? She's electro. So as of now, electro characters are a little underwhelming compared to Melt and Vaporize comps. I don't care if you call me a meta slave. Hey, I'm playing this smart, alright? Especially when you're a small spender and a F2P, you should try to avoid electro. But if you have to ask me, is Vado good? Yes, she's usable. She's usable. Okay, chat, shut the fuck up. Okay, exactly what I see is one of the chats said, use Sacrificial. Do you actually really want to use Sacrificial Greatsword on Vado? To be able to spam her E twice without being able to perfectly counter, you have to wait anyways, right? So let's say you used her E on a perfect timing once, and twice, I would say it's not guaranteed that you can use E twice with a perfect counter in a row. Plus her Q costs 80. So besides that weakness, if we can somehow fix this problem, then Vado would be a very good character. So for me, What I had to do was I gave energy recharge for Vado so that she can probably use her Q more often, yeah? But I noticed that she does shit damage. Like with attack percentage, she's gonna be doing some decent damage with her Q, as she is a support on top of the damage that you're supposed to do. So her Q uptime is 15 seconds. So if I don't use Vado and use Fischl, right? Then I would be able to create more energy particles than Vado, but her E duration is 10 seconds, which is shorter than Vado's Q. So before we explain about how Eula's Q work, we also have to take a look at how Superconduct works. When you create Superconduct, it reduces enemies' physical res for 12 seconds, and Eula's Q lasts for 7 seconds. That means you can use Fischl as well as Vado. So when that is the case, I would much rather to use Fischl than Vado because it is much harder, in my opinion, to build Vado than Fischl. You don't necessarily have to have a great Vado if you're just using her for Superconduct. However, if you have shit Vado, you will not do enough damage, and you will not have your Q uptime to be 100%. So I would say that Fischl is a better support. I'm not exactly so sure why miHoYo included Vado instead of Fischl. Probably because they had Fischl too much in the banner, and they probably thought it was a little weird to have Fischl all the time. So it all goes down to a conclusion that Fischl is a better support for Eula than Vado. The weapon I'm using for Vado is Wolf's Gravestone. And for the set, I'm using 2-piece Thundering Fury, 2-piece Noblesse Oblige, so that I can do a lot of damage with her Q, alright? And because I kind of used her for a support as well, I would recommend you to use E and Q. Like, I mean, there's a good chance that you might not have Fischl and just have Vado, right? So if you're only stuck with Vado, good luck. But compared to Fischl, she looks nice, okay? I used to hate her, but she looks nice. She's very thick. So overall, I would say for 4 stars, it's pretty bad. So when you're pulling for Eula, let's hope that you would get Fischl or some other 4-star characters, okay? But Xingqiu is super, super, super good. So keep that in mind. And moving on to the weapon banner. I don't know why, but miHoYo loves to put broken stuff or something like that. Like broken or dust, you know? So we can like take out one of the word and put wallet so that it sounds like Song of Broken Wallet or Dust of Wallet. We're gonna get Aquila Favonia with Song of Broken Pines, okay? Okay, so... Alright. Wow. Base attack 741. Increases attack by 16%. And when normal or charge attacks hit opponents, the character gains a sigil of whispers. This effect can be triggered once every 0.3 seconds. When you collect 4 of them, all of them will be consumed. Just kind of like a elegy for the end. This is just for physical DPS. You get a normal attack speed 12% and increases attack by 20%. This is R1. And I'm not so sure, but usually they kind of double when you go up to R5, right? So if this is R5, then it will increase attack by 32%. And the normal attack speed will be increased by 24% and attack by 40%. Oh my god. Once this effect is triggered, you will not gain sigils of Whisper for 20 seconds. And this effect goes on for 12 seconds. So the reason why you have a big difference in damage when you use 4-star weapons and a 5-star weapons, it's because of the white damage. What are white damages? This is white damage. We call it by white attack, okay? This is your base attack. This is determined by your character stats and your weapon. And then when you get those attack, whatever percent, this is your base. So 60% attack, it goes up from here. Because this weapon has 741 base attack, there is no question that Eula is going to suck. Eula is going to do big damage. I can already see those Tony Toe fans going crazy, going like, hey, Tony Toe can one-shot this boss, but can your content creator do that? Man, fuck those toxic motherfuckers. But hey, anyways, I have nothing to say. As soon as I looked at base attack, I was thinking that 20% physical damage bonus was, I would say that's not great. Because we used to have Aquila Favonia, right? So I was expecting maybe like 30 to 40% physical damage bonus. But I would say it's all covered by the base attack here and these attack percentage increase here. So yeah. Eula... I don't know what to say, but it's kind of sad that miHoYo is trying to make physical DPS relevant just by making a character broken. I wanted them to actually try to make physical DPS to be relevant by changing the system. For example, buffing certain elements or changing some of the reactions. If they come up with this character and make her to be good, I probably can tell you this. This means that they have no intention to buff the existing physical DPS because they're not gonna buff Razor or Xinya, okay? That one, I can be so sure. Kinda sad, but it is what it is. Anyways, they both have a physical damage bonus, but not gonna lie, the new Claymore looks pretty cool. It's blue, it's got this weird, I would say this nice looking gold stuff at the end. And then for the 4 stars, so in this weapon banner, we don't have any limited 4-star weapons. Like, limited 4-star weapons are kind of, not gonna lie, I didn't like it. Like, why can't they just add it in the perma banner afterwards? Just like any of those 4-star characters that they release, right? But limited 4-star weapons? Last time I tried to pull for a limited 4-star weapon, it costed me $300 to get one. Like, I think I got more 5 stars than getting that one of the 4-star weapon. So, what the heck? If you're going for Eula, of course you want to go for Song of Broken Pines. If not, I would say it's totally fine. Except for F2Ps and small spenders, you would probably understand the difference between the 5-star weapons and the 4-star weapons. So, I think they're trying to bait you guys. I wonder how many F2Ps or small spenders can get both of the Eula and Song of Broken Pines. But, I mean, I would say good luck, everyone. Good luck for myself and for you too. I don't want to spend too much money on these weapon banner and character banner. I really hate to compare myself to other people, but it would be a lie if I say, oh, when I heard somebody say, hey, I got this C6 characters with $400, I'll be like, wow, that's like almost 1/3 of my money that I spent for C6. Anyways, on a second thought, maybe you could also use Song of Broken Pines onto Xinya as well? I mean, we'll take a look once it comes out. We'll have a lot of fun playing around, okay? If you're looking for a nice community where you can hang out with people and, you know, do co-ops, farm, wars together, you can always join my Discord server. It's discord.gg/Tenha. And if you're wondering where I do a live stream, you can also come visit my stream at twitch.tv/TenhaTV. Alright? Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.